let's begin how the quarterly results went on. Basically, they were more of the mixed bag numbers. If you look at the sector on sector, we still have a problem in auto space where numbers are not coming as expected on the street. If you look at the NBFC, still the problem persists, and even the housing finance companies, the issue the loans amount disbursement is the biggest problem as of now. So that's the problem which are not picking up, and they have the if you look at the problems with NBFC and auto space, that they are impacting majorly on the FMCG space as well. So FMCG, if you look at it was a majorly mixed bags. Marico coming with the good numbers, HUL missing the streets, Dabur missing the streets, and ITC I think might be their diversifications from the cigarette to now hotel industries, majority of the products like biscuits and all those stuffs. So still FMCG looks after the crucial results as of now. Banking, if you look apart from HDFC which has beaten the estimates, and if you look at the ICICI, still apart from the NPAs, the results were more of the inlines. And yes, bank is having the management problems, NPAs, provision has been done nearly 5,000 worth of crores. That is again the putting the stocks under pressure. We have seen a strong rally on the Yes Bank, but that has been fizzled out with the one statement, and now back to around 170 levels. Coming on to the election parts, election, if we look, tug of wars being aggressively now, Modi coming onto the media and showing what it has done. But if you look at the what these 5 years of government has done, they have brought n number of FDI investments into India. Infra projects has been going tremendous upside. Though we have not seen biggest move on the infra stocks, but the government spending on infra has been aggressively. If probability that the Modi comes again, the infra spending might continue towards the north side journey. But still the problem with this government is the manpower. HR minister has not yet done the big thing, and the unemployment numbers still not showing a good picture as of now for me. Coming on to the what one should look at the markets ahead of election, 3 weeks ahead of elections, plus if you look at the quarterly numbers, they are more of the mixed bags. So I think one should not bang on with the quarterly numbers and go into the trades. But if you look at the historic data, what 2014 has been showing us, if I just look at the 3 weeks prior data ahead of results, though on 19th we have the exit poll where the pictures might clear and end of the 7th phase of election. But if I look at the 23rd, which is the result date, and if I just compare with 2014, what has happened, I just look at the glimpse view of 2014. This sector like banking and finance, private sector, BFSI has seen a strong rally. Auto space has seen a strong rally in 2014. If I look at the metal space, metals were slightly underperformed at those point of time. Post-election, these sectors continue to rally, banking space continue to rally. PSU, even PSUs, which was at that point of time into the problem, has rallied, shown a good rally, which clearly indicates that prior 3 weeks rally with the sector which were performing continued to outperform in the post-result era. Plus, if I look at the performance of the indices, mid-cap continued to outperform post-result. If you look at 2014 numbers, 2009 numbers, 2004 numbers, at that point of time in the last 3 election, in the 2 election, Nifty and Sensex has shown a good performance. But if you look at the 2014, it was slightly down 6-7%. At the same point of time, if you look at the mid-cap indices have seen a good comeback post-election, and they were up nearly 10% vis-a-vis Sensex of around 6-7%. So I think one should look for a focus on the stocks which are outperforming in the mid-cap space. And I would suggest this stock which are being under down or 52-week lows, avoid those stocks. Looking at the Nifty, I think might take trade in a range of around 11,400, 450 on the downside, 11,800, 850 on the upside for quite some time ahead of elections. But major results would be the how the majority is there with the BJP to take the Nifty to the higher. As certain at current point of time, I would slightly wait for Nifty, let the reaction come post result or maybe the exit polls. but one should clearly focus on the space where mid cap stocks are buzzing and those stocks are showing a good strength. Like if you look at the Raymond post result, we have seen a good upside momentum, companies into diversifications. If you look at the some of the mid cap space financials like Bajaj Finance, which is again showing a good strength. So I think one should look at those pockets where the outperformance is continuing and avoid the underperformance. I think the crux is still in the outperformance, and you can get the major of the cream from here on as well in those sectors.